Cheryl here from the Rogers Review, and we're diving in to Love is Blind Season 7, Washington, D.C. We may be a few days later than everyone else, but we are here. And I'll be honest, I tried to watch this before, and I have taken so many notes. Like, I was trying to keep all of this Love is Blind stuff straight, and I have pages and pages of notes, and I realized I was only like 5 minutes into the show, so that wasn't going to happen. We're going to take a different strategy. I'm going to be watching this. This is going to be more of a reaction. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Hit the like button. Leave some comments after the show. We want to know, are you a DC native? Do you recognize these people? Does it horrify you as much as it horrifies me? I just want to hear your thoughts. I want to talk about this with people. Now this looks like a gorgeous place to go for a vacation. I want to know what resort this is, and I want to book it myself. I want to be there. Okay, we've got some bungee jumping. So I'm going to say we have some adrenaline seekers. There are some adrenaline seekers in this set of the cast, because there is no way you're getting me on the bungee jumping. Nope. I know that place. I believe that is the Artec house. So let me bring up our bingo cards real quick. That's gotta be Artec house. First thing we get to do is mark off, I know this place, because we haven't even gotten to any of the interviews. We don't know who these people are. This is just the preview, and already we can knock something off on the bingo cards. We don't know who these people are yet, although I mean we can kind of make out his features. Maybe we'll see who this is pretty quickly, and that girl we'll see who pairs up. Will it spoil anything for the beginning? They kind of included this here, but we'll see. Tears, not good. Heck yeah, Roaring 20s. Although that's a bad screen grab. Apparently something bad is happening, but I love Roaring 20s. Headband themed party. Oof, that's a bad screen. Sherlock, really? Are you joining us for our Love is Blind? Cats. And her. Either multiple couples are now having date night at Artec House, or she is the second half of the couple that we saw earlier. We'll find out, won't we? Okay. Maybe this is a little bit better of a wedding place than I thought originally. It's still, I don't think it's in Washington, D.C. proper. There's no way you have this land within D.C. Maybe. We'll see how the weddings go. My expectations are a little higher, but not much. Horses. Horse-drawn carriages. Nice. This is not at the National Mall, so I'm curious where this is, but horse-drawn carriages, can't really go wrong with that. I knew it was coming. I knew that our favorite host would be here. I mean, honestly, Nick and Vanessa Lachey, come on. Come on. They need new hosts for this show. Yes, and we do not need you here. These people deserve more than these two as hosts. Who has been single in Washington, D.C.? Neither of those two, okay? Ay. I think we're going to have to do it. I think we're going to have to bring back the bingo card, because you know what? I think just being on the show, he is a nuclear security officer, supposedly. And you know what that means? He probably is not. How can you go on the show? That probably requires a security clearance, if that job title is appropriate. And being on this show, how can you be on the show and keep your security clearance? I do not know. There will be something that happens in this season that's going to reflect badly on him. No matter, even if you're the nicest person, they're going to want to stir up drama, and they're going to put some footage in here, and goodbye security clearance. Maybe at the end of the season I'll revisit this and remove it, but is I want to know right off the bat if we are incompatible in some ways. What's your family, religion? What are the important things to you? I want to know right off the bat to see whether we're compatible. And that includes wanting kids, not wanting kids. Because if one of you wants kids and one of you does not, it's not worth going on multiple dates. You're just going to mess each other up. So, no. You got to know my opinion, and maybe that's why I don't get multiple dates. But my opinion is you need to know right away whether you want kids or not. Esthetician. How do you say that out loud? I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out maybe. And this is why we can't have these two as hosts. If he does not know what a situationship is. This is the dating world. This is the dating world these days. If you don't know that, why are you here? Why are you here? Oh my gosh. Seriously, you don't know what a situationship is, and you're hosting a dating show for singles who feel like this is their last resort to get a relationship. Why are you the host? Why? Get some new hosts. Get people who care about these young women, young men, and their actual love lives for a long, fruitful relationship, okay? Get new hosts. Sky was talking a bit, and he had some interesting things to say, but they did not give him a name or a title. So, does he end up on the show? Does he not end up on the show? We'll find out. We'll find out. Want to know? Because he was there. He was talking. But what's his name? Who is he? How old is he? That's what I want to know. I like her. She's saying some good stuff. And also retro engineering. I haven't seen that brought up in regular everyday life, but I'm not surprised. There are things in the DC area that get used. Very sciencey, very engineering, very work-focused words end up in everyday language, so I'm not surprised, but I like it. Retro engineering. Do you use that term? Have you heard it? Do you plan to use retro engineering in the future? Let us know in the comments. Also, yes, Nick Lachey, learn some new words. Pretend like you're here to be involved with the show. We have a physicist. We have a physicist on the show. Go Garrett. Go science. Go DC jobs. So focused on work. That is very true. A lot of people, me included, at certain points, we just decide to give up on dating and just focus on work and see what comes of it. And, too much. We focus too much on work. Hannah, I will give it to you. You say you're 26. You're saying the right things because, I'm with you. Got your job, you've saved something up, you made something of yourself, and you look around and who's with you? You're by yourself, still single. Some words of wisdom from the 26-year-old. I hope she finds what she's looking for. I hope they all do, but she seems pretty real. Maybe apparently I was not recording. Yay! We'll see how this process works out. But I was saying I need to walk back some of that. She's 26. She quit her job to be on the show. I would not recommend. Now, there are some things where if you're in the DC area and you have these jobs and sometimes there's things going on, there's some undercurrents in your job that you would rather quit than work for them. And that's acceptable. Now, if you're trying to quit your job to become a content creator using this show as a platform to jump off on, I would definitely not. No, don't do that. This show will not launch you to the social media presence that you would want to be, and all your disasters captured and available for the world to see, your friends, family, future jobs. Like, no, don't quit your job to be on the show. Do not recommend. Do not recommend. 4 weeks. You're going to be at your wedding in 4 weeks. Oh my God, that is so soon. Like, how well can you actually get to know somebody in 4 weeks? That's crazy. In the normal dating life, especially in this area, you need to know someone for more than 4 weeks. This is nuts. This is crazy. Like, whoever actually goes through with this, I just really, really hope the best for them because this is not going to be good. Let me just use that new word that we just found out about, situationships. Let's just throw it back in because it's a good word to have, right, Vanessa Lachey? Oh, again, get people, get new hosts for the show, please. And the pods are open. Oh, yay. Yay. Let the disaster begin. What did that guy say? Hold on, this is one I noted down earlier. That one guy says, "Let's go." Wait, where was it? Still, again, this is why I took so many notes. I'm like, oh my God. Let's go, boys. Give me your wife? Get your wife? Oh, hold on. Let me go back. What does he say? Get after it. First date, boys. Let's go. What does he say? I swear he says, give me your wife. Is that what he says? I need to know. I cannot tell. Somebody tell me in the comments. Like I changed it in my notes. I heard give me your wife. I do like Tara and her Trader Joe's recommendations. Trader Joe's is the best. I mean, you can go to Trader Joe's, you can put a few extra things in your cart, and you still walk out with a decent, like, not blowing your budget totally. If you go to Wegmans, if you go to Whole Foods, you put one extra thing from the shelf, one extra thing, a dessert, your entire budget is blown. But with Trader Joe's, you can get a little bit of freeway to put some extra things in your cart and you'll be fine. It's great. Like, how do you hate lettuce? I mean, I guess some people could theoretically be allergic to lettuce, but just hating it, I she must have been looking for a way to get out of the date. And this is how she chose to do it. Like, nobody's going to pick me if I say this. This is my canned response. If she is fed up with this guy, or you know how they edit this, maybe it's a completely different dating thing, but I want to know, she's like, I need to get rid of this guy. I'm going to say the most ridiculous thing that comes to my mind. I hate lettuce. I hate anything that's in it. Perry has no idea how to take that. I hate lettuce. I hate everything about it, and I won't eat anything with it on top. She's just like, get me out of this date. Get me out of this date. Okay, at least he's open about it. He's hesitant. She's 36, he's 29. That can be a big age difference. Not necessarily age difference, but level of experience. 29-year-old, 36-year-old in Washington, D.C. can be pretty different areas in life. It's better to be upfront about that kind of stuff at the beginning. Go him. Age is nothing but a number. Sometimes not. I do like her. Her attitude's pretty good. I don't know. Lack of trying or lack of interest, then why? Child of divorce. Daddy like the guys in the movie. Hmm. I was liking her, but I think rather than being on this show, she should spend this time in therapy. That would be helpful. You get your life put together, you got your job, you got your style, you got your attitude, you're ready. But like, let's just revisit some childhood things that maybe had an impact on your relationships. Yeah. Tyler being nervous. Okay. Outside hiking. Ooh, it's got a dog lover. Up, big foodie. Big foodie. Where's bringing up the bingo card again? We've got, I believe I've got foodie on here. So what do we got? Talks about money, can buy clearance opportunities. I don't know. Is a foodie. There we go. Bingo card. Mark it if you have it. Cooking. Cooking is good. He didn't seem like he had nerves. So, okay. That statement right there, I had to go back and watch this a few times because first of all, being on the board of a nonprofit, that's something people in DC do. It's Definitely like to help, give back, be on the board, do those kinds of things. Not surprised about that. Very good. But what he said is, I don't like to help people who don't help themselves. I love that you do that. I refuse to not help anyone that can't help themselves. I'm hoping that's just a slip of the tongue because he was nervous, as he says, and he mixed up what he was trying to say. But if he didn't, I'm keeping an eye on you. He is so, oh my gosh, he is so confident there. He goes from, I'm nervous, I don't know how to handle this, to, you're leaving with your man. I don't trust him. I know these shows get edited, but still, I don't trust him. We'll see how this goes. Vulnerable and be themselves. How was he vulnerable? The only thing he said was, I don't help people that don't help themselves. Like, that's not. What is she saying? There's more to the date. Obviously, they have additional dates. It could have been captured even by somebody else that she was talking about. But the way it's edited together, I just like, what are you seeing? And that's probably why they edit it that way, because I didn't see any vulnerability there. Some good people behind the wall. We'll see. It is crazy. It is crazy because you're on the show. Sports person. Sports person. Do we have that on the bingo card? Do we generally have a sports person? Smooth talker F-boy. She works in professional football now. And the previous girl is like, smooth talker F-boy material. Okay, so she's a Ravens fan. They pay her bills, which means she doesn't, if she works for the Ravens, which I think is what happens, that means she doesn't actually live in DC. I'm pretty sure she lives in Baltimore. And actually, I'm going to do the free space for that other one. He did mention the Commanders, actually liking the Commanders, which that was a big name change, and everyone, the name needed to be changed, but Commanders, no. Like, no, they needed a better name. Okay, this is the question I have. If a guy talks about sports, is that considered smooth talking? Like, that's not smooth talking. All he did was talk about sports. That's it. How is that? I mean, again, okay, the show is edited, so there could have been more to the conversation, but literally all he did was ask about sports. How that's considered smooth talking? Oh boy. Maybe this is why I'm out of touch with the dating scene and why I'm still single. Because no, that is not smooth talking. That's just talking about sports. In case you didn't notice, I'm not a sports person. No NFL, but did do the XFL, which is a thing. In this area, we do have an XFL team, and I believe Dwayne The Rock Johnson came into town when they were doing something related to the XFL last year. So who knows? That's a thing that'll get bigger. CFL, is that capture the flag leagues? Is that what CFL is? I mean, let's be honest. You're talking football, you're either NFL or you're not. Like, come on. Come on. That's not. If you say you're a pro athlete and you're saying you're the XFL, that's not on the same playing field. Let's be honest. Be honest with yourself. This is not charming. This is not charming. This is why I'm still single. I do not consider this charming. He's just talking about sports. They're showing him talking with a lot of women. Does not think he's been in love before. Name spelled backward is the same. How is this smooth? Why do multiple women call him a smooth talker? See, this is... Okay, I believe he's in the sales. I think real estate, whatever. But this is what I noticed with him. He is mirroring whatever the woman brings up. So if they're going down a sports talk, he will follow through. Hannah brings up that she's the youngest. He also talks about being the youngest and vibing off of that. So he takes what the person is talking about and goes one step further. So for me, I'm like, okay, this is nice. We're talking about everything that I bring up, but because he's just mirroring whatever he's talking to, which is kind of like those sales aspects, and that's how you sell a deal, but like you're supposed to be working on a relationship here. Soulmate, soulmate. Again, he's mirroring who he's talking to. Oh God, this is going to be a disaster. I agree with that. Swiping apps too overwhelming, 1000%. I'll go through different phases where it's like, let's get on the app, let's do that, get overwhelmed, disappear, come back a few months later. A little bit professionally, you're not the NFL. Choose to be an athlete, he would. Oh, we've got Leo, art dealer, interesting to admit. Talk about Van Gogh in Amsterdam. Europe, travel. Okay, we got to go back to the bingo card. Hold on. Travels the world, Europe, Amsterdam, wants to go. Art dealership, we haven't really gotten, he just mentioned it, so we're not gonna do anything like that. History buff, yes, it is true. When you get married, you gotta know, do you like to eat the same food? Do you like the same restaurants? Is somebody gonna eat all the food off your plate and be like, I'm not hungry, but I'll eat some of yours? Lucrative job, art dealer, family business, inheriting it. So he is talking about his family, but not with the significant other. He's talking to the camera. Worried about people wanting him for money. Brittany, an esthetician. One of us has to have a brain. One of us has to have a brain. Okay, if you didn't count it before, mark that off on your bingo card as what WTF did they just say? One of us has to have a brain. Oh dear. You chase fun. Okay, athletes and rock stars. You can seduce any of them to marry and fall in love with you. Wants to be a trophy wife? Oh, what? This cannot be real. Like, in some ways, this has to be a persona. She's just doing this to get the attention. But people like this do exist. They do exist, but oh my God, I have to hope. I'm putting it on the bingo card. I'm marking it off. It's here for clout. I really hope she's just putting on a persona for the show, hoping to ride the wave, social media, what have you. But people like this do exist. And they exist in this area. They do. They really do. Oh boy. Likes to cook because the children have to be fed. I don't look bad in anything. I mean, that's not a bad answer. She's had a crazy, wild life, so this seems like it fits with everything else, but I that's like peeking through a little bit, maybe her actual personality and not what she said earlier. We'll find out. Oh God, manifesting, visualizing. Oh God, that's not me. I don't, people like that exist. They're showing her with a lot of guys. Okay, she does some nonprofit work. See, this is like her personality. That is a funny person. Lean into that. The whole doesn't know how to spell physicist. Like, that's funny. Lean into that, your natural funniness, and not whatever trophy wife bullshit you're trying to sell. It's either him or Nick. I'm trying to figure out who's in the Artec house date night. I think it's her. I think she's one of the people. And I'm trying to think if he's also the one. G, Garrett and Taylor. I'm hoping they seem to have a good back and forth. I love her attitude to this. Like, because she's injured, gives the impression that she's 40 years, but no, she just wants to play basketball with the older people so that it's less injury prone. Like, I like that idea. I like that planning. I do like the two of them in this conversation. Hate physics, but likes chemistry. I like the two of them. Taylor and G. I think I might have put in my notes a heart with these two. Did I? Yes, I did. I put hearts. And I'm like, nerd love. Nerd love alert. I love it. I love it. Talking dirty, which is science. And they both have tattoos that are nerdy. I like these two. I'm rooting for these two. Instant connection, having a crush. You know, that would be nice. That would be nice to go on a date and just have that instant crush, instant lovely. Okay, we're out of the pods, day one. Unicorn, 12 out of 10, unicorn. Hopefully they're talking about each other. Hannah and Nick, maybe, or at least from him. She's top of his list. See, smooth talker. All he did was talk about sports. How is that smooth talking? I don't understand. Oh, God. Is that Leo, the art dealer? No poetry. Poetry, not for me. Again, maybe this is why I'm single still. No poetry for me, thank you. We need to show people cooking. We need to show all the food available. We don't want more lawsuits because this show has definitely had some problems identified by past contestants. He bought a shirt out of spite. Okay, Tim. I mean, it's not a terrible shirt. Maybe I'm bad at fashion, which is entirely possible, but like, I mean, it's a shirt. It's fine. Alex and Tim, fashion content manager. I don't think we saw her earlier. Astrology. Again, no poetry, no astrology for me. BA, no. Leadership of a lion. Great mane. I mean, lions, big cats are phenomenal. I love big cats. But leadership, spiritual. Okay. I am curious if this is like date number 2, date number 1. Like, this is a very deep conversation. Taking care of people with serious health issues, that takes a lot out of people. It's a lot of responsibility. Had 2 sisters, both passed away. She's got her boobs hanging out. Clearly the boobs are for him. He can see her, obviously. I don't know, maybe you need the confidence. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to wear more confident clothing so I reflect that confidence on dates. Phone and passwords? No. If I need the passcode to someone's phone, that's a problem. See, now they're wearing different clothes. It's hard to keep track of who's who. He's playing basketball. Ooh, smart. See, that's a smooth one. That is a smooth thing. If you were less unique, I would come up with something. See, that's smooth talking, not just talking about sports. I do like how he's like playing a basketball game while talking to her. He's got a golf club? Wait. Back up. Hold on. What did he say? Leo, what did you say? First impression of Brittany. First impression of Brittany is a fun but not shallow. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is gonna be a disaster. No. Run away. You imagine your mom dying and how painful that must have been. That's a weird statement to just throw in there. Okay, so he is talking about family and business. Talking about money. Okay, we're going back to the bingo card. Talks about money. Talks about, well, we haven't really gotten into work talk. Talks about money. Ding, 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 ding. Cha-ching. She's found her match. She wants to be a trophy wife. Cancer. Again, deep conversations. Splitting the bills. Good question. He likes the thought of them both paying. So they're invested. Superficial. Shallow alert. It was taken care of 100%. Does that mean she's expecting 100%? Yes, she wants you because of your job and your money. She's admitted that. She wants to be a trophy wife. She would be there not working, not contributing. She would be gone. Goodbye. I don't... I don't think so. No, no, it's not. She's a shell. Oh, don't. Run away. Run away. She likes Leo as the top baby name. He says he doesn't want to have a junior for a kid, so she's just willing to change it. So she's very much holding on to her convictions. So cringe. B. Brody. Oh my God, just run away. Run away. She wants you for your money. She's said it. I mean, he's 30. He's dealt with a lot of loss in his life. He seems to maybe have gotten a bunch of therapy because he seems to be doing well for the amount of loss he's had. Wearing the Rolex. I'm sure he just noticed that Leo has a Rolex on his wrist. See, Hannah is curious. Yes, go after Hannah. Leave Brittany behind. Oh my God. Brittany, 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 no, no. Ditch Brittany. Ditch Brittany. Oh my God. Ditch the trophy wife to be. Although, wait, she's the one who quit her job, though. And she's scared of death. If I could be a vampire, I would get bit any day. I love it. I love it. I would turn you over talking about vampire lover romance. Again, I'm not surprised when you pick up people from the DC area. Living forever vampires. I just saw Hannah's yin yang sandal things. They're adorable. I kind of want those. Slippers, sandals, slippers, either or. If I were on a show like this, I would wear slippers. Nobody can see you. I'd wear slippers. Be comfortable. I think they're sandals, though. Excited and confused. That's what these shows do to you. They make you confused and hopeful, and then they tear your dreams apart. In the morning, later. She's wearing something else. Is this another day or is it the evening? Nick D and Hannah. Asking about what she's wearing. That's not the point. Not the point. The glasses, the hair, and the pink suit. Love to take you out and show you off. This guy just seems like a player. I kind of look like him, but a less buff version. He doesn't build computers, but also stop saying you look like celebrities. That's not the point of this show. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my God, these two, their conversations, just do not. I'm much more like her for Leo. There's something about him that I do not like. He's giving off, not a fan. Not a fan. Again, the show is edited. This could be completely different than what actually happened, but not a fan of Nick D. Talking about looks and sports, and that he looks like Henry Cavill but less buff. Hannah, walk away. Walk away, Hannah, please. Oh my God, stop focusing on the looks and talking about coming out of the shower looking like us. No, stop focusing on the looks. Oh my God, this is not the point of the show. She is beautiful. What in-depth conversation have you had with him? Other than he looks like Henry Cavill but less buff. This is smooth talking. Oh my God. Yes, Katie. Go, Katie. Be over that boy. Yes. Good decision. Correct. He is not the love of your life. How is that considered smooth talking? Like, just no. Ooh, they get to play chess. I really do like these two together. He took his shoes off and to listen to these guys talk about their family in such a way. Like, do they consent to having all this information? Like, you can talk about yourself, but like talking about your family and sharing medical conditions. Do they even know you're on the show? Probably not, right? They don't find out until after the fact. You will not call her by her first name. That's hilarious. I love her attitude. Also, she's wearing freaking what, a corset, lingerie, whatever. Confidence. I need to wear more confidence clothes, apparently. Wait, hold on. He's only dated white girls. Okay, she is calculated about what she shares. Deliberate. Oof. Oof. Sometimes you gotta learn to like internalize something and say, should I say this out loud? Well, he's not asking for what she looks like. Well, that was a minefield. He needs to work a little bit on his communication skills. He doesn't want to say the P word. He doesn't want to say it's not going to prevent me from proposing. He wants to propose to her already. He wants to propose, and he almost blew it. Stuffed French toast. I want the stuffed French toast. He seems like a cook. I want that, man. Tyler's improving in this conversation. I guess it's more how comfortable you are, like with the person and what kind of conversation goes on. Like they just opened up with, I made breakfast. What did you make? I made eggs and then I made stuffed French toast. Like he's rising up in my estimations right now. Skydive. Terrified of heights and wants to skydive. That is me. I would love to go skydiving, but I am terrified of heights. I always say if I go, I need to warn the person, like, no matter how much I freak out, just like make sure I get off the plane because I really want to do this, but I will be terrified. So I bet I am saying these two end up together because there was a couple who seemed adventurous. And I think they went skydiving. I think in the preview they went skydiving. So family drama for having kids outside of your race. That again, these are deep conversations. It's an interesting show in that, you know, it kind of brings up these situations to talk about in the public. But also, I'm like, again, your family doesn't know you're on this show and you're talking about this and it's going to be broadcast to everyone. How would your parents feel about this? Like, oh, first tier of the show, first tier of the show. That's a lot. Big, in-depth conversation. Put some sad music over that. Man, that's a lot. That's a lot. Again, this is your story and it makes sense to talk with your future partner about it, but this is recorded and it's not just you, it's your family, it's your parents, and you're just sharing this. Like, I just feel I would not want my shit broadcast like this. No, I don't know. Find someone you can show all this love to. I like them. He is risen in my estimation. Leo has gone down in my estimation because he still has Brittany. No, drop Brittany, drop Brittany. Just drop Brittany. What you did in the past didn't work. So go with something different. We never would have gotten this far if we had been in the real world. I guess the first day of dating was like pretty nervous. So when he's not a nervous wreck, he's risen in my estimation. Brittany's gonna be expensive, yes. Yeah. And Nick D. See, I would be terrible on this show because like you have to take notes, and as evidenced by me trying to take notes for this show, I can't read my chicken scratch and I can't do this. Nina Have we seen Nina on here before? I don't think we've seen Nina before. He's charming. He's not charming. He just talks about sports. What is charming about him? Nothing. If he says something and you don't believe him, then go away. Go away. He objectifies you. Walk away. Walk away. He wants to see you in a bikini. Just go. Shut the door. Why are you still talking to him? He's not charming. If that's your thought when you're not with him, cut him out. Leave him alone. Don't go back in the room with him. We are on the Leo side of the house. Leo, Leo, Leo. Not the playa. I really hope it's not. This is why this show is terrible. I really hope it's not. You should know who you're going on a date with. Like, this plays with people's emotions too crazy. Uh-oh, that's him. She needs to break up with him. She needs to break up with him. Don't open the door to let him do this. Do not open the door. You've done a lot of reflecting. You were doing it wrong. You're still doing it wrong. Don't be an ass. She let him open the door to talk like this, and now she's going to get turned around and she's going to be fine with him. Cut him loose. Let him go. Pro. Don't let him smooth talk you into this. No, don't let him walk through the door. You let him open the door, but don't let him walk. Because there's red flags everywhere. Listen to the red flags and let him loose. Go with Leo. Go with Leo. Because he has not changed his actual approach. Just say, cut him loose. Again, I'm curious about the edit on this because I think in previous seasons they said they'd have like these huge conversations for hours and then they would cut this in where like they'd been talking for 4 hours, 6 hours. So I'm wondering, they probably had other more in-depth conversations. But if they have red flags, listen to the red flags. Talk with your best friend, but you're not actually talking to her. You're saying, what bikini would you wear? Cut him loose. Cut him loose. True, you can only marry one person. Yes, end it with him right now. Let him walk out the door. Because the show puts you on a time frame. Puts you on a time frame and you're dating other people. The format of the show is bullshit, but go her for saying goodbye to him. She made the right decision. Beautiful on the inside and out. He doesn't know what she looks like. See, those are the words that he says that doesn't make, like, it's the right words, but there's something off about them because he doesn't know what she looks like. So why would he say that? There is something wrong with how he says words and whether he means them or not. And I think she picked up on that. Is he going to go back and say, she's yours now? If he goes into another date with someone, she's going to be all messed up. Brittany, is she that airheaded or is she not? Going home today. Is he, or does he have another one that he's talking to? Seriously, if a guy gives you that many red flags, you gotta just say no. You gotta say no. So that is the end of episode 1. We've taken a lot of time to get through it because I have thoughts. Answered some of the questions on the bingo card. High standards. I would say Brittany has high standards for who she wants to be with. Gotta have money, gotta take care of her, needs to cook. Thought somebody might have mentioned wine. There's a lot of sports talk. No bingo card yet. Yeah. So that's episode 1 of season 7 that takes place in Washington, D.C. Cheryl here again, asking you if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, leave a comment. Who do you think has a connection? Anything else stand out to you? I want to know.